Hey, has your two-stroke dirt bike ever made the sound? Some people call it a four-stroking sound because it sounds more like a four-stroke farting than a two-stroke that runs nice and crisp. Whereas some people just call it sputtering or spitting. Well, from 15 years of tuning and troubleshooting carbs, it's almost always a symptom of it running too rich. And what does running too rich mean? Well, it's simply getting too much fuel or not enough air, or both. It's when the air-fuel mixture is going into the engine and it can't properly ignite and burn it, so it's basically spitting out the extra fuel that it can't ignite and burn, making that spitting or sputtering sound, or four-stroking. And it's pretty easy to replicate if you just turn the choke on your two-stroke after the engine is fully warmed up, because the choke is only meant for a cold start when you start it for the first time in the day, and you can usually shut it off after like 5, 10, or 30 seconds of riding because it's too rich. So what causes this rich jetting symptom? From my experience, there's three main things. The first one is it could be a clogged intake or exhaust. Maybe the air filter or air box is extremely dirty. It has a bunch of dirt, mud, debris, leaves, or a mouse nest in it. If that's dirty and clogged up, not enough air is getting through the air filter, through the carb, into the engine, making it run too rich. However, if the exhaust is clogged up, whether there's a mouse nest or a butt plug, or the spark arrestor screen is just clogged up from so many hours of running it too rich and all those carbon deposits just cover up those tiny holes, not enough air or exhaust is going to flow out of there, making it run richer. Cause number two could be low compression. Low compression is when an engine just gets worn out and it can't properly compress and ignite that fuel mixture. Air is leaking past like the piston or the rings because there's too big of a clearance. There's going to be extra fuel not ignited and burned, and it's going to push out the exhaust, making that run rich, and it's going to have sputtering, a really poor throttle response, and it's not going to have as much power. It'll also probably not idle as well, even if you turn the idle screw in. It'll keep idling down, and you may have to keep revving the throttle to kind of clear it out because it keeps loading up. The third common cause is just incorrectly jetted carburetor. Whether it came from the factory like that, maybe the previous owner made some changes, or you're riding at a different elevation, or you made some modifications to your bike and it's just running too rich now. Any of those can cause it to run richer or leaner as well, depending on what it is. But if you got to that point and you're wondering what's the best place or where is the best place to start tuning your two-stroke carburetor, I highly recommend the air screw on a two-stroke carburetor. And if you want to learn what the air screw actually is or what it does, you should check out this video here. It's great if you're a beginner and really want to understand how your carburetor works so that you can make your two-stroke start easily, have better power, and better reliability. I'm Kelly Fagan from MXHideout. Ride safe, have fun.